Hello viewers, you're watching Public TV English. We bring you the major updates today. Leaders and workers of the BJP held protest in Bengaluru on Friday over the 15% fare hike for KSRTC buses. Opposition leader R Ashoka slammed the Congress government over the hike and said that there was no money in Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's pockets, which is why he resorted to the hike. Ashoka said bus travel is free for the wife but double for the husband. Meanwhile, Transport Minister Ramalinga Reddy questioned BJP why its government had increased the bus fares by 12% when Yediyurappa was the CM. The Siddaramaiah cabinet on Thursday approved a 15% increase in ticket prices for KSRTC buses with effect from January 5th. The fare hike comes after a 10-year gap and is aimed at covering the growing operational costs of KSRTC, which have been impacted by rising fuel prices and other factors. With Delhi Assembly elections likely to be held in February, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took a veiled dig at the Aam Aadmi Party national convener Arvind Kejriwal and said he could also have built a Sheesh Mahal. Addressing a public meeting in Ashok Vihar's Ram Leela ground, PM Modi took a dig at former Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal. The Prime Minister targeted him for allegedly constructing an opulent residence for himself as CM. The country knows it well that Modi never built a home for himself but has built more than 4 crore houses for the poor, the PM said. The PM said that the development of cities would play an important role in realizing the goals of Viksit Bharat. Earlier in the day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 1,675 newly constructed flats for the dwellers of JJ clusters and also handed over keys to eligible beneficiaries at Swabhiman Apartments in Ashok Vihar, Delhi. The festivities for Maha Kumbh 2025 have already begun with the devotees participating in morning Ganga Aartis. The Aartis are not only limited to the renowned ghats of Prayagraj but can be witnessed all across the foot plains of the Sangam. Women participated in a special Ganga Aarti at the Triveni Sangam in Uttar Pradesh, Prayagraj earlier. The ritual also served as a rehearsal for the upcoming Kumbh Mela. The Maha Kumbh is being celebrated after 12 years and a huge turnout of devotees is expected in Prayagraj from January 13 to February 26. The main bathing rituals known as the Shahi Snan will take place on January 14, Makar Sankranti, January 29th, Mauni Amavasya and February 3rd, Basant Panchami. Seers from several major akhadas have already arrived at the campus including Niranjani Akhada, Ahwan Akhada and Juna Akhada, the largest akhada in the sannyasi tradition. The National Centre for Disease Control under the Union Health Ministry is closely monitoring respiratory and seasonal influenza cases in the country and is in touch with the international agencies. This development follows recent reports of an outbreak of human metapneumovirus in China. The human metapneumovirus outbreak in China highlights the need for heightened surveillance and early detection mechanisms to curb its spread. The HMPV, a relatively under-recognized pathogen, has been a silent contributor to seasonal respiratory illness globally. South Korea's anti-corruption agency halted its attempt to detain impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol on Friday over his failed martial law bid following a prolonged standoff with the Presidential Security Service. The Corruption Investigation Office for high-ranking officials announced that it suspended the execution of the detention warrant approximately 5 hours after investigators arrived at the presidential residence. Earlier in the day, over 1,000 pro-Yoon protesters gathered near the residence with slogans such as "illegal warrant," "completely invalid," and "arrest the CIO." Around 2,700 police officers were deployed to maintain order. Investigators presented court-issued warrants to detain Yoon and search the residence but were blocked by PSS Chief Park Chon-jun, who cited restrictions on secured areas. Yoon's legal defense team has called the warrants illegal and invalid and filed an injunction to block their execution.